All right, so check it out. This is the Harbor Freight 110 pound sandblaster. I just wanted to make a quick video. I was watching everything I could before I bought it. Was, you know, between buying it or not buying it. You know, some people say it works great, other people say it's the worst thing ever. Here's what I did my research and what I found. I bought the, where the hell is that shit? That coal slag. This stuff right here. This worked perfectly fine. It's very fine. That's what I used. I picked up this, and I picked up some gloves. Tractor Supply, gloves, Harbor Freight. This is like straight out of the box. All you gotta do is pop the wheels on it, flip the handles, and put the gauge on, and then put one of these on. Nothing special, just one I had kicking for my air tools. First thing I did is I put this guy on because I didn't want to hold that, and a lot of people said when that dead man closes, that's what they call it, dead man, I guess, that it can clog the hose. So what I did is I used the valve as my, you know, on-off basically. So I set my regulator. I got an 80 gallon, 5 horsepower air compressor, Ingersoll Rand. It was $1,000 at Tractor Supply. I don't know if they even have them now, or I didn't see any there, and probably more if they do, but whatever. This valve is your valve that fills your pot. So you hook your line up, boom, you fill your pot, right? So now you're filling it. So this valve here goes down into there. Because I did this, once I turn this guy on, all the air starts coming out of this thing. So then I'm chilling here holding this thing and shooting air out, just air. Then this one down here is your sand. So I only had that thing cracked like what, a 1/4 inch maybe? You know, the air's going. I got it pointed down to see, and I just slowly start cracking that open. See how much sand I got coming out. If it looks like too much, I close it up a little bit, and then I just did my blasting. I didn't have to hold this freaking thing, which is like actually a strong spring, so that would get old after a while. Do your blasting, and then just do the reverse when you want to stop. Close your sand first, and then turn off your air, right? So the one time that I decided to close my air first and then the sand, when I fired it back up, it just spit a thick thing of, oh, that looks kind of funny, huh? Whole thing of sand, just a lot of sand was coming out, right? So just do it that way, you know? That's on full, crack that open, get your sand going. When you want to stop, close the sand, close the air. And dude, the thing, I didn't do anything, no mods like people are doing. I didn't take nothing else apart. This leg was super wobbly. I just quickly wrapped some duct tape around it before I put my cotter pin in it. You could probably tack weld that if you wanted to get fancy about it, but I didn't care enough to do that, at least not yet. So it did good, right? This plow, for some reason, that one's good. This one's newer. All the weld areas were rusting, and it did a good job. You know, it really did blast all that rust off. Now, I wouldn't want to do the whole plow with it. This is good for little stuff, man. Guys doing big jobs, like if you're doing a whole frame on a truck or something, man, forget that. I guess you could, but you're gonna go through a hell of a lot of sand, and it's gonna just suck. Because it's good, but it's, you know, good for stuff like this. I got probably 2 bags run through it. You know, I think I had a little too much sand coming out at first. I turned it down to where I really couldn't even see it, but then when I put it on there, stuff was coming off, and that I think is good to not waste sand that way and get a good result. But it does work. You know, I think if you're clogging this thing all the time, you're just doing something wrong, man. Like, you don't have enough air pressure, your sand is wrong, something like that, you know what I mean? So I watched some tutorials on how to do it. I had good luck with it, and hopefully you do too. Peace.